This is Severe MMA. We're alongside Bellator contender Rob C4 Sinclair, former BAMMA lightweight champion, UK MMA legend, and how long before we can expect? Is it July 23rd? It's not that far away. We've heard you got a fight. We've even heard you've got an opponent, but nothing's been released yet.
No, it's July 16th, not 23rd.
Sorry, 16th. Yeah, my bad, my bad.
Yeah, I've been offered an opponent, and well, I said yeah. So I'm just waiting on that. It's a bit slow at the moment, you know what I mean. So I'm just waiting, and hopefully I'll hear something. I don't know, to be honest. I'm a bit untrusting really with promotions nowadays. So
you know, and that, you know, we've interviewed you over the last 4 years. We've got, and that there's a bit of cynicism about it that wasn't there certainly, you know, 2 or 3 years ago. Has the kind of MMA politics sort of pissed you off a bit?
It does piss me off. It does. It pisses me and my brother off, because, you know, everyone's had a shot in America. Everyone, undeservingly, a lot of people as well. You know, and they've not done as great as what they expected. We all knew what was going to happen to some of them. I'm not going to name names because you end up just having arguments on Twitter. But you know, and I know. You know, a lot of, and I deserve my chance, and my brother deserved his chance as well, and we didn't get our chance for whatever stupid ass reason. So, and it just pisses me off now, because I mean, I fought in Bellator last April. It's been a year, and I've not been offered another one since. So it's a bit like, what's going on? You know what I mean? Come on. So it just gets on my nerves a bit.
Again, there was the underground buzz about, you know, an interesting UK-based opponent that you may be facing. The rumors are buzzing around now that that's not going to be on the table, that it has to be something else. Is that fairly accurate? Are you just now playing the waiting game for somebody to say?
Yeah, I'm waiting the game. Yeah, I had an opponent. I've heard that it's not that opponent no more. I don't want to say because I might get in trouble. To be honest, I think most people know anyway.
Well, yeah, I think it's bad, but let's not get you or me in the trouble.
You probably know, but a few people probably know, but I don't think that's going to happen now. So I am awaiting another opponent. Whether I'm on the card or not, I've heard another rumour I might not be on the card. So
this is not going to make me popular, and I apologize now. And Graham, sorry, but they're thinking about putting Alex Reed on the card. And they have room for Alex Reed, but they don't have room for C4 Sinclair.
Well, I mean, how many people are actually signed to Bellator that are going to be on the card at the moment? Paul Daly, Michael Page, Linton Vassell, and then they might have a lot of UK-based one-fight deal. I don't know. Who knows? But I've heard that I've got an opponent. I've heard that the opponent's not on. I've heard that I'm waiting an opponent. I've also heard I'm not on the card. So
if it doesn't happen July 16th, if for whatever reason you're not on the Bellator card, so when do we see you in the cage next?
Well, to be honest, I'm thinking to myself, if I'm not on the Bellator card in July, in my home country, I'll probably call it a day.
No one last hurrah anywhere? One last opponent that you'd love to...
When do I get the opponent though? I've been waiting a year. I've been waiting 13 months now. July's only 10 weeks away. That's another... So that's... What will that be? 16 months. Then they might offer one in September. That's 18 months. I've been ready for a year.
You're never one to shy away from saying it as it is.
No, it's true.
So what opponent... Just forget the promotion, but what opponent in the UK... Give me a couple of names for promoters to go, well, fuck, I'll make that happen.
Well, I mean, there's been a bit of beef at the moment with Norman Parke.
So a fight you're interested in?
Well, yeah. See, the thing... Right, I'll tell you now. My brother was supposed to fight Norman Parke in a show in Ireland, the Odyssey. And for whatever reason, Norman didn't take the fight. I think he wanted more money. So my brother fought Danny Van Bergen or something and lost. So Norman texted my brother on Facebook, and his words were, ha ha ha, wish you'd have thought me now. I bet you wish you'd have fought me now. And I thought, you cheeky twat. You know what I mean? I thought that's not nice. Anyway, so I was signed to Cage Gladiators with Zorba then. I was the champion on that show. Zorba, come on, pull it out, sort it. And it never materialised. Then I went down to the Tough Smashers, and it was nice as pie. I thought, you know what, maybe it was just a bit of banter and all that, nice as pie. And then I've seen this now, and he's called us all out. So I said, well, it'd be a good fight. Do you know what I mean? He's not going to hurt me. They don't finish people, does it?
Does it matter which promotion?
No, it doesn't matter which promotion now. I mean, I'm signed to Bellator, so my manager's contacted his manager only a couple of days ago and said, if they're both keen, why don't we do it? We'll put the fight to Bellator. And his manager's replied, Norman's not signed to Bellator. So it's like, Norman's not signed to Bellator, but we'll see what happens. You know, we can maybe push it and all that. Just Norman's not signed to Bellator. So it's like, all right, well, you
don't want that one.
Mate, I don't, well, it's tough enough too. So it's like you've called Stapes out, you've called me out, Sol, Rogers, Diakazi and Kane, and everyone said something about it. I mean, Diakazi and Kane have got their own, so they probably stayed out of it. But now it's like Sol said, come on then, let's fight. And Norman's turned around and said, if you beat Sinclair, I'll fight you. Well, you're not ready to fight him then, are you? You're not any time, because you've got time to beat someone. I've turned around and offered his manager, and the answer were he's not signed. But he could be signed, because they could have. I mean, Lee Chadwick's not signed, and Bowler's not signed. Yeah. Are they? But they're fighting on Bellator. So that'd be a good fight. Not because I don't dislike him, I think he's a nice guy. It'd be a good fight.
So essentially, the lay of the land right now for you is you might be on Bellator with an opponent as yet to be named, but you might not be on Bellator, at which point you might retire. But if somebody could set up a fight with Norman Parke, that would keep you around for one more.
Well, I suppose I've said all that, haven't I? Yeah. But I mean, it'd be ideal if we could do it maybe on Bellator at the O2 with Norman, because, like I say, he's a big draw. He's a good fighter. He's really good, really tough. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying I would beat the guy, but I would. But it'd be a good fight. Do you know what I mean? And maybe I never get into Twitter beefs and all that, and I haven't done this time. I just said, come on then, right? So Mike Clark, my manager, ring him up, find out what's going on. Me and him get together, put it to the promotion. Promotion might say, yeah, all right then, ex-UFC, blah 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 blah. Whether he does or not, maybe this might spur him on to take it. I don't know. Who knows? And like I said, I'm not calling him out or something. Remember, he called me out. Right? So I've just turned around and said, fair dues.
I'll take that fight.
If he wants to. It doesn't matter to me. I feel like since my last one with Saeed Awad, I was a bit tentative, I was scared a bit, you know what I mean, my leg. I come out of that, you know, that weren't too bad. Built confidence off it with Brightman. My stand-up's come on massively, really, loads more than what it ever has done. I'm a lot more relaxed. So I know I definitely have the advantage there. It's tough, it's strong, it's, you know, be a good fight.
Be a great fight.
Be a good fight.
Rob, it's always a pleasure catching up with you. We hope that in the next couple of weeks we get some announcements saying you're signed to Bellator. You've got the fight with Bellator on July 16th, not 23rd. Thanks, champ.
All right.
This is Severe MMA with Rob C4 Sinclair. Thank you so much. It's always a pleasure.